Result of race number 1 now official. Windermere I'm All Right was 4th. Shiardy 2nd. War We Upside was 3rd. You Can't Fix Stupid, your race winner. Race times, a quarter 29 and 3. Over the half in 1 minute. 3/4, 1:30 and 1. And the mile 4, You Can't Fix Stupid, 2:03. 2:03 here in race number 1. Top down, 4:2.31. Mile and 2:03. Up next, there is a scratch in race number 2. Number 2, Windermere Brian's Gal has been scratched. And your triactor pay in the first race, $26 even. Exactor 4 and 2, $3.10. And across the board, 210 on You Can't Fix Stupid. Shiardy as well, 210 to place. So again, 4 starters coming up next in race number 2. Post time in about 8 minutes. And it appears our YouTube feed is back up and running. So we apologize for the technical difficulties. We should be okay here going into race number 2. On the racetrack now are the starters for our second race featuring Daily Double, Exactor, Win and Place, along with Triactor wagering here on race number 2. 1 is Josie 150 for owner, driver, and trainer Sam Hodgen. 2 has been scratched. 3 is Best Brew, owned by Rick and Luke Armstrong. Rick trains and drives. 4 is Articulate Lady, owned by Alan Jones of Riverview. Alan does the training. Brody McPhee in the driver's seat. And the 5, Windermere Payday, owned by Kevin Price of Fredericton. Steph DeCourcy does the training with Colin DeCourcy in the driver's seat here in race number 2. And that's your field. Down to a field of 4, Windermere Brian's Gal will not go. And for a look at the starters here in race number 2, we'll send it down to Curtis Johnston.
And with starters on track for our second race of the afternoon, going to take a look at this contest, see if we can connect in the daily double. Going to go to Best Brew to get the job done here this afternoon for Team Armstrong. 3-year-old son of Better Than Cheddar comes in off a second place finish, most recently by 3/4 of a length, charted with Broken Gear in Summerside last week. Adam Murner was aboard on that occasion. Paced nice mile, 2, 2, and 3, 29 and 2, closed out his mile, but pretty good, and he's been getting better for Ricky each and every start that he's had him. I think he's in a good position here. Of course, scratched down to the field of 4, so he moves in 1 to post 2. So look for maybe Ricky to end out our live season here with a win with Best Brew. In the second spot, going to go to Joe C150, the Sam Hodgen owned, trained, driven, and bred pupil. Sam does it all with this 3-year-old son of Dolly. He comes off a 4th place finish most recently. He also raced in Summerside last week. Paced a decent mile, 2:03 and 4, 29 and 3 on the end. Closed out well. He had been out of action. This is his 3rd start back since the break. He had raced a handful of times early in the season, had a couple-month break. Now looks like he's coming back decent for Sam. 2 starts back. He was in his second debut. He was second here to I Love Roses in 2:05. So I like him off the rail to protect position. Of course, short horse field. I think Sam can get a piece of the action with him here today. So I put him in for second. And to the outside, Windermere Payday. We're going to look for her to finish 3rd. She was 3rd her last start. Here has got 3 thirds to her record this year out of 16 starts. We've seen the quick start approach by Colin DeCourcy last race with Windermere. I'm all right. We'll see if he does it again with this mare, and she does show a bit of gate speed where she can bust out if called upon. She may do so again this afternoon. So I'm going to put her in to round out the top 3. I'm going 3, 1, and 5 here. My selections. Good luck with yours here in race number 2, daily double. Exactor, Triactor win place of your betting features. Hurry in, don't be left out on race number 2, 1 minute to post.
Thank you very much, Curtis. And the starter is called the Pacers here in the second race. Josie 150, Best Brew, Articulate Lady, Windermere Payday are the starters for race number 2. They've been called to post. Hurry in if you wish any part of this second race.
Starters are moving in behind the gate now for race number 2. Wings open, wheels are rolling. Send it upstairs once again. Scott with the race call.
Thanks, Curtis. And the field now in the hands of the starter for race number 2 of the afternoon. With a field of 4, Windermere Brian's gal has been scratched. Leaving the inside post, we have Joe C150 and Sam Hodgen. Scoring now post 2 is Bess Brew and Rick Armstrong. Articulate Lady now leaves 3 for Brody McPhee. Scoring 4 to the outside, Windermere Payday with driver Colin DeCourcy. 4 across the track, race number 2 of the afternoon. Here they come. They're off and pacing, and Articulate Lady busts out for the lead. On the outside, Windermere Payday leaving out as well as they race into the turn. It's Articulate Lady on top. Then on the outside, racing second, that's Windermere Payday. Best Brew right in the hunt, finishing back in third. Then rolling off stride, that is Articulate Lady on the front end. Brody trying to get her all set once again, is now taking over. That's Windermere Payday on top. They were by that opening quarter in 29 and 4, and it's Windermere Payday. Now Best Brew sits in the pocket. Here comes Joe C150 on the outside, moving on from third. Now second, chasing after the leader. Then your trailer after the break, Articulate Lady off the 3/8 and through the stretch. Here they come, racing to the half-mile point and looking for the front, but a bit rough. That's Joe C150 on the inside. Windermere Payday, they're neck and neck. Then Best Brew back in third, and they were by that opening half, 1:02 and 3 around the turn. It's Windermere Payday as they drive to the 5/8. Joe C150 second. Best Brew back third. Articulate Lady not out of this one. She's on the outside going from fourth onto the 3/4. Joe C150 on the outside going for it. Then Windermere Payday fights hard on the inside. In between them, Best Brew. And there is Articulate Lady, as mentioned, back in this one. And she's swinging wide around the turn. 3/4, 1:34 and 3. Joe C150. Best Brew between them now comes to second. Then Windermere Payday and Articulate Lady. 1/8 of a mile to go. Joe C150. Best Brew on the outside. Outside comes Articulate Lady again. Deep stretch though. Joe C150 is going to win it here and score her maiden effort. And the son of Dali here this afternoon picks up a maiden record. Time for the mile, 2:06 and 2. And it's Joe C150 here in race 2. And the judges looking into racing action past the 5/8 regarding number 3, Best Brew, and number 4, Articulate Lady. Looking at racing action between Best Brew and Articulate Lady around the 5/8 mark. And the driver of Articulate Lady, Brody McPhee, filing an objection against Rick Armstrong, driving number 3, Best Brew, for possible interference around the 5/8 pole. So hold all tickets, please. Here in the second race. And one further objection here, the driver of number 5, Windermere Payday, also claiming interference on number 3, Best Brew, around the 7/8. As we parade back now, your unofficial winner of race number 2, and it's her first trip back to the winner's circle. It's number 1, Joe C150, son of Dali, out of the Largo mare, Bean's Legacy. Owned, bred, trained, and driven by Sam Hodgen. And the colt scores his first lifetime victory here this afternoon over the off-footing. And this afternoon's mile, 2:06 and 2. And it's a maiden effort for Joe C150 as she returns a winner. Breaks her maiden, 2:06 and 2. There will be a placing regarding number 3, Best Brew. We'll have the official for you in just a moment, but again, there will be a placing on number 3, Best Brew. And the result of race number 2 is now official. Race 2 is official. Joe C150, your race winner. Windermere Bryan's Gal was scratched. Best Brew finished second, was placed fourth, set back for 2 infractions, including racing at the 5/8 and the 7/8, involving horses 4 and 5. Articulate Lady, she finished third. She is placed second. And Windermere Payday finished fourth, was placed third. The race times 29 and 4, half 1:02 and 3, 3/4 1:34 and 3, and the mile in 2:06 and 2. A maiden effort for the son of Dali. Joe C150 breaks his maiden, 2:06 and 2. After the placings, your card should read 1 scratched, 4, 2, 3, mile and 6 and 2. Coming up next is race number 3 of the afternoon. Race number 3, we do have a scratch of number 4, Don't Tell Terry. Don't Tell Terry will not go in the upcoming third race, leaving a field of 3, which means win and place, along with exactor wagering. Also daily double for races 3 and 4. And those of you keeping track of the unfortunate COVID cases in the New Brunswick region, 8 more reported today. 6 in Campbellton, there is 1 in St. John, and 1 in Moncton. So 8 new cases today. On the track now, the starters for race number 3. Number 4, Don't Tell Terry, has been scratched. Race 3 starters led by David Dowling and Chasen Cancun for owner-trainer Bob McNeil. 2 is Catch My Contrail, owned by Rick and Luke Armstrong. Rick does the training with Mark Haig in the driver's seat. And number 3 is Umpire Hanover, owned by Dr. Mitchell Downey of St. John. Ellen Stevenson trains. Mike Downey in the driver's seat from post position number 3. Don't Tell Terry has been scratched. So field of 3 here for race number 3. And again, win and place, along with exactor wagering and your rolling daily double for races 3 and 4. For a quick look at the starters, we'll send it down quickly to Curtis Johnston.
Thank you, Scott. And starters are on track for our 3rd race of the afternoon. We apologize, little technical difficulties getting our 2nd race pays up. They should be up shortly, ladies and gentlemen. We'll send that information along to you as soon as we have it. But again, starters on track for race number 3, scratch down to a field of 3. And going to go to the outside of umpire Hanover. Going to put him in the top spot here this afternoon. 3-year-old son of sports writer, comes in off of a 5th place finish in his most recent start. Never really got started up from the back of the field in that one, and just ended up sitting 5th and finishing 5th. Looking for an early start approach, obviously, with only 3 in here. There's only so many game plans you can go with. So I think Mike Downey might take the opportunity to go out to the front end with his charge, and we'll look for him to pick up his 3rd win of the season in his 11th start. Into the rail, going to go to Chasing Cancun, put him in for second here this afternoon. He has rail control for owner-trainer Bob McNeil. Dave Dowling gets the catch drive call here this afternoon, coming off of a 6th place finish in Summerside most recently. Paced a decent mile, 2 minutes and 2/5 in that occasion. I like the post draw, obviously, with having rail control. Good catch driver and Dave Dowling above the wheels, and I think he'll bust him out of there, have him sitting well. I look for him maybe to sit the 2-hole behind umpire Hanover, put him in the 2 spot, and of course to round out the top 3 only leaves one left, which is Catch My Contrail, a new acquisition to Team Armstrong. Richard and Luke Armstrong owns, Rick trains. Mark Haig still gets a call here this afternoon, who's been driving for the bulk of the season. Comes off of a 2nd place finish most recently to Philanthropist, last time out in 2:03, closed in 30 and 2. This horse has finished top 3, 12 out of 16, had a solid season. Now he moves to a new stable to end out the season. 4-year-old son of Shadow Play, and I expect to see him out and on the move, even with the short horse field. He likes to grind her out, so we'll see him maybe make a move up the backstretch and try to get in contention for the win. So 3, 1, and 2 of the 3 that we have here in race number 3, Daily Double. Exactor and Win are your betting options in race number 3. Hurry in, still time to wager. Don't be left out. We'll give you your pays now, right, ladies and gentlemen, from race number 2 out there. Up Joe C150, your winner, returned $9.30 to win, $6.60 to place. Articulate Lady placed second, $4 to place. Your $2 exactor on the 1 and 4 combination paid $49 even. $1 triactor payoff on a 145 was $70.40. And your $2 daily double 4 and 1, $4.70.
Hi.
And starters are moving in now behind the gate for race 3, field of 3. Send it up to Scott for the race call.
Starters for our 3rd race, race number 3. They're approaching the top of the stretch. Don't Tell Terry has been scratched. Field of 3. We have Chasing Cancun off the inside post and David Dowling. Catch My Contrail, Mark Haig. And to the outside, scoring post 3, the 3-year-old pacer, umpire Hanover. and driver Mike Downey. Field of 3 here in the third. Here they come. They're off and pacing, chasing Cancun to the inside, going forward. Umpire Hanover on the outside driving, then Catch My Contrail dips in third as they race around the turn. They're moving along here to the opening 8th pole. Umpire Hanover had to work to get to the front. And taking back second, that is Chasing Cancun. Catch My Contrail got away back in third as the son of sports writer Umpire Hanover sits on top early here for Mike Downey by that opening quarter, 29-1. It's Umpire Hanover, length and a half. Chasing Cancun under a tight line in second. Back in third is Catch My Contrail. They are single file, racing past the 3/8 off the top turn and through the stretch. Racing to the half-mile point, led by Umpire Hanover. Then Chasing Cancun racing second. No movement yet from Catch My Contrail. Back in third. They were over the half in a minute and 2/5. Rounding the barnyard turn, it's Umpire Hanover. Chasing Cancun is the closest to him. Catch My Contrail's going to make it a race now. Driving up quickly from third, now second. Past the 5/8 on up the backstretch. Racing to the 3/4 they go, and they're neck and neck for the lead on the inside. Umpire Hanover. Catch My Contrail outside second. Then Chasing Cancun right there, racing third. Just about 2 lengths off, 3/4 in 1:32 around the turn. On the outside, Catch My Contrail. Umpire Hanover. Chasing Cancun comes 3 wide. There's only 3 of them, but they're all in it with 1/8 of a mile to go. From the far outside, Chasing Cancun looking for the lead in deep stretch and takes it now from Catch My Contrail. They're in deep stretch, and Dowling's going to get up here and win it with Chasing Cancun over Catch My Contrail. In for third, Umpire Hanover. And the time for the mile, 2:05. 2:05, Chasing Cancun. Back to the winner circle now. The unofficial winner of race number 3, number 1, Chasing Cancun. 12-year-old son of Cancun Hanover, the Camtastic mare, Cam's Little Imp. Owned and trained by Bob McNeil of St. John. David Dowling. Catch driving assignment here this afternoon. He returns a winner. Second win of the season. 20th lifetime win for Chasing Cancun. And he gets it here this afternoon in race 3, the mile 2:05 over the off track. Congratulations to Team McNeil and catch driver David Dowling taking race number 3 with Chasing Cancun, 2:05. Result of race number 3 now official. Chasing Cancun, your race winner. Catch My Contrail second and Umpire Hanover third. Don't Tell Terry scratched. Your pays daily double 1 and 1, $4.60. $4.60 on the daily double 1 and 1. And your exactor payout 1 and 2. Not bad, $61.60. Chasing Cancun pays $7.40 on a win ticket. Up next is race number 4 of the afternoon. We do have a program note. Number 2, Emperor, will be driven by Sam Hodgen. Sam Hodgen now drives Emperor in the upcoming 4th race. Post time in about 8 minutes. On post parade now, the starters for race number 4. Race number 4 offering up daily double wagering along with exactor, win in place, superfecta, and triactor wagering available. Led by number 1 Paris Beau, owner trainer is Doug Beckwith, Gilles Barrio driving. 2 is Emperor, owner trainer is Jeff Lewis. Note the driver change to Sam Hodgen. 3, Love in Paradise, owned by the Ultimate Stable, trained by Sifwa Melanson, driven this afternoon by David Dowling. 4, KD Overdrive, Kyle Mason driving for owner and trainer Steve Mason. And 5 is JJ Brienne, owned by John Davidson Jr. of St. John. John Davidson Sr. does both the training and the driving from post 5. That's your field for race number 4. And a competitive bunch here in the 4th race. And for a look into what he likes, we'll send it down once again to Curtis Johnston.
Thank you, Scott. And with starters on track for our 4th race of the afternoon, the Frank and Gary Daniels Memorial Pace. Cooler presentation will be made to the winner at the end of this race, race number 4. Starters on track, field of 5, very competitive field of 5. As I said in the pre-show, could have made an excuse for any one of them to get the job done here. Won't be overly surprised if anybody does get the job done here of these 5 horses, but you got to pick somebody. So I landed on KD Overdrive to get the job done here this afternoon. Owner-trainer Steve Mason hands the reins to son Kyle. Comes off of a nice start his last start. It wasn't in a winning effort, but finished 3rd to Montrose Hope, who we'll see in our last race of the afternoon today. Closing 3rd, paced in 156 and 4, 29 and 3 on the end. It was his 4th tote board finish in a row and 5th out of his last 5 starts. 2 starts back was a winner here at EPR in 2 minutes and a 5th, so I think we see some early speed. We'll see him closing on the end of the mile and look for him to get up maybe late and get the job done for the victory. Second, I went to Paris Beau, looking for him here this afternoon on an improved effort. He raced in Summerside last time out, came first over, never really fired. Ended up with a 5th place finish, paced a mile 158 and 3. I like the turn back to EPR. I like the fact that he's got rail control, and the biggest thing is he's got Gilles Barrio in the sulky. If you look at Gilles, drove this horse a couple times on the program, finished 2nd on 2 occasions driving him. I believe even Gilles got a win with him earlier this year, if I'm not mistaken. So he knows the horse, and like I said, protecting rail position. I think he's one you definitely have to consider to be in this one as well. And to the outside of the gate, going to go to J. Brienne to round out the top 3. She was the 2nd place finisher in Summerside most recently, paced a mile 158 and 3. She's speedy when she minds her manners, so we'll see what happens today in the off-going outside. John Davidson regular pilot drives and trains for his son John Jr., and we're going to put her into round out of the top 3, 4, 1, and 5 here in race number 4. Good luck with your selections. Daily double, exactor, superfecta, triactor, win and place your betting feature. Hurry in, don't be left out on race number 4, the Frank and Gary Daniels Memorial.
Going to the gate now for the 4th race, Paris Beau, Emperor, Love in Paradise, KD Overdrive, JJ Brienne. Field of 5, they've been called to post here in race number 4. Hurry in.
Huh? Starters are moving in. Gate is in position. Wheels are rolling. Wings open. Send it upstairs once again to Scott with the race call. Race number 4, the Frank and Gary Daniels Memorial.
Thank you once again, Curtis. Starters for our 4th race. Moving in behind the gate. Field of condition pacers. Purse of $1,300. Field of 5, Paris Beau leads from post 1 and Jill Barrio. 2, Emperor and Sam Hodgen. Scoring 3, Love in Paradise, David Dowling. 4 is KD Overdrive, Kyle Mason. 5 to the outside is J.J. Brienne. John Davidson in the driver's seat. And the downpour starts here at Exhibition Park Raceway. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Good start. Paris Beau to the inside going forward. Emperor backs right off for cover behind the leader. Racing second into the turn. Then driving up third, Love in Paradise looks for a spot at the cones. Sitting third, then racing fourth. That's KD Overdrive. Trailing the field is J.J. Brienne. And program order to the opening quarter they go. Led by Barrio and Paris Beau, your leader. Racing second, Emperor. Then back third. Gap of about 2 to Love in Paradise. And they were by that opening quarter 29-4. Then it's back to KD Overdrive. Trailing J.J. Brienne as they race single file still to the 3/8 now. Led by Paris Beau as they come off the turn. Then racing second in the pocket, Emperor. Still in third, Love in Paradise. KD Overdrive pulls on the right lane. Here's Kyle Mason making a move now. First up, then J.J. Brienne has some cover to work with from the back of the pack. They were by the half in 1:01.1. Around the turn they go, Paris Beau. On the outside, KD Overdrive comes to call second. Inside, right there, third, Emperor. J.J. Brienne pacing nicely from fourth and trailing fifth, Love in Paradise onto the 3/4. Paris Beau digging in. KD Overdrive hitting hard second. Outside, J.J. Brienne third. They were by the third station, 1:31.2. Paris Beau to the inside. KD Overdrive not going away. Battling hard second. J.J. Brienne outside third. Emperor fourth. And Love in Paradise, 8th to go. Paris Beau on the outside. KD Overdrive. But Paris Beau just too strong here. And it's going to win it. Paris Beau. KD Overdrive second. Emperor third. J.J. Brienne and Love in Paradise. And the time for the mile here in race number 4, 2:01.4. A nice trip. Paris Beau, 2:01.4. Back to the winner's circle now. Winner of race number 4, number 1, Paris Beau. Paris Beau's a 8-year-old gelded son of Neutralize. Out of the Cam's Card Shark mare, Paris, owned and trained by Doug Beckwith of 2nd North River, New Brunswick. Gilles Barrio in the driver's seat for the catch drive, and the horse picks up his 5th winning trip of the season. He steps this afternoon to a mile of 2:01 and 4. Paris Beau taking the Frank and Gary Daniels Memorial pace here this afternoon. The mile 2:01 and 4. And the judges did look into a possible pylon violation on Emperor, but he did not break the pylon rules. So again, no placings on number 2, Emperor. Result of race 4 is now official. Paris Beau, your race winner. Emperor was 3rd. Love in Paradise 5th. KD Overdrive was 2nd. JJ Brienne 4th. At the quarter mile, 29 and 4. The half, 101 and 1. 3/4, 131 and 2. And a nice trip over the conditions, 2:01 and 4 for Paris Beau. 26 lifetime wins now. 5th on the season, having a great campaign. And he returns a winner again today, 2:01 and 4. Feature pegs, Actor 1 and 4, 1750. 36.90 on your Triactor. Superfecta, $41.80. And the Daily Double, $16.80. Across the board, Paris Beau pays $5.40 and $2.40. Place on KD Overdrive pays $2.70. Up next is race number 5 on your program. And as previously announced, Critique will be driven by Mike Downey. Mike Downey now driving Critique from post position number 5. So about 8 minutes to post for race number 5. And don't forget, later on in the program here today, we have the running of the Maritimer for 3-year-old pacing fillies. A purse of just shy of $20,000 with a field of 6. coming up in the 6th race. And then our top class for overnight horses coming up as race number 7. The Jim Doherty Memorial Pace, going for a purse of $2,000. So looking forward to that one as well, coming up as race number 7. First of all, though, race 5 is up next. Down to 6 minutes. 6 minutes on race 5. Keep in mind, daily double. Races 5 and 6, exactor, win in place, superfecta, and triactor wagering available on the 5th race. On the track now, the starters for race number 5, Condition Pacers. Purse of $1,200, led by number 1, Philanthropist. David Dowling driving this afternoon for owner-trainer Bob McNeil. The 2 is Eben the Boys. Gilles Barrio drives for owner-trainer Doug Beckwith. 3, I Love Roses, owned by Gary Wright and Sherry Williams. Gary does the training. Mark Haig in the driver's seat. 4, Ultimate Flying Nun. Brody McPhee drives this afternoon for the Ultimate Stable and trainer Seafoy Melanson. 5 is Katik, owned by Mike Downey, trained by Ellen Stevenson. Mike as previously announced, will drive from post 5. There's your field for the 5th race with a field of 5, daily double. Races 5 and 6, Exactor, Win in Place, Superfecta, and Triactor. All kinds of betting options, and to help you with your selections, we'll send it down to Curtis Johnston to take a look at the 5th race starters.
Thank you, Scott. And with starters on track for our 5th race of the afternoon, field of 5 to contest the event. Going to take a look at this contest. Going to look for the Doug Beckwith stable to get another win with Ebb and the boys here. Like him coming in here today, like his profile. He's been getting a couple doses of class relief his last couple. He's in a good spot. Draws post 2. Again, just like Paris Bow was, get burial factor. Jill knows the horse well. If you look down on the lines, he was a winner right here at EPR on September the 5th and 157 and 4 with the Magic Man aboard. So I think it all looks like it's going to add up again for a good spot for him to get a win and give Doug Beckwith his 2nd win of the afternoon as well. So we're going to go with him in the top spot. Next door neighbor, I Love Roses, going to put her in for 2nd. The Gary Wright trainee comes in racing well. She's had 2 starts since her layoff. She was a winner here at EPR on October the 3rd by open lengths in 2:03 flat. Raced in Summerside last week, grinded out a good first over 2nd, only beat 3/4 of a length, paced a mile in 59 and 4, closed out well in 29 and 3. Regular pilot Mark Haig is in the bike again today, so we're going to look for her to get the deuce here this afternoon. To the rail with the gray, the teenager philanthropist comes in with a 5th place finish in Summerside most recently. Paced a decent mile on that occasion of 2 minutes flat. The start before he was a winner here in a wire-to-wire effort at EPR in 2:03 flat. Dave Dowling gets the call here this afternoon. The McNeil-Dowling connection already hooked up with a win earlier, which would be something to think about for our bettors today, and I'm sure he'll be spotted well with Dave Dowling in the bike. So 2-3-1's how I like it here in race number 5. Daily double, Exactor, Superfecta, Triactor, Win in Place. Your betting features. Hurry in. Don't be left out on race number 5.
Starter is called the Pacers for the 5th race. Philanthropist, Ebb and the Boys, I Love Roses, Ultimate Flying Nun, and Critique. That's your field of 5. They're on the backstretch. Final call for a wager here in the 5th.
And the starters are moving in behind the gate as the rain falls here in St. John. Race number 5. Wings are open, wheels are rolling. Send it upstairs to Scott once again with the race call.
Thanks again, Curtis. And still the downpour here at Exhibition Park Raceway as we're moving in for race number 5. A field of 5. Condition Pacers. Purse of $1,200. 1 is Philanthropist David Dowling. 2, Ebb and the Boys and Joe Barrio. 3 is I Love Roses and Mark Haig. From post 4, Ultimate Flying Nun, driven this afternoon by Brody McPhee. Outside 5 is Critique, Mike Downey. Field of 5, race number 5. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Good start. Philanthropist, Bus Ford, Eben the boys on the outside, racing second. Then getting away third to the inside around the turn. I Love Roses. Outside Critique battling on from fourth. And off stride Philanthropist. Everybody by okay. And that leaves Eben the boys and Barrio loose on the lead. Critique is racing second. I Love Roses racing third. Then it's back to fourth. Ultimate Flying Nun and Philanthropist. After the break, can see them all at opening quarter, 29 and 2, and it's the combo of Barrio Beckwith on another journey here, and they're on a front end journey, out by about a length and a half. Then I Love Roses racing second. Critique back in third, still single file. Ultimate Flying Nun back fourth. Philanthropist trails fifth. Through the stretch to the half-mile point, Eben the boys looking strong on the lead halfway home. I Love Roses racing second, and they were by the half. 1:01. Round the paddock turn they go. Eb and the boys. I Love Roses. Still Pocket sitting second. Critique back in third. Racing fourth. Ultimate Flying Nun, and still trailing Philanthropist after that break. Onto the three quarters. Eb and the boys still steps out by 2. Racing second. I Love Roses. Critique tries to close the gap from third. Three quarters in 1:31 and 1. 30 and 1 in that quarter. And Eb and the boys looks to put them away. Leading now by about 4. I Love Roses second. Critique comes off the pylons for third. An eighth of a mile to go, and it's Eb and the boys. Eb and the boys then second through the home stretch. I Love Roses. Critique, but it's all Eb and the boys. It's a Barrio Beckwith triple so far on the afternoon, and they score here with Eb and the boys. Time for the mile 2:01. Another nice trip over the conditions. The mile 2:01. Back to the wire now. Your unofficial winner of the 5th, number 2, Eben the Boys, the son of Who's Your Boy out of the Jate LaBelle Dam, Miss Breeze Maker. Owned and trained by Doug Beckwith, Gilles Barrio in the driver's seat. And for Eben the Boys, it's his 5th winning trip of the season, 28th winning trip of his career, and a nice trip over the off track today, 2:01, and that gives the Barrio Beckwith connections 3 driving wins and training wins on the afternoon. And Eben the Boys completes it here with the mile in 2:01. And there's your show photo on your monitors now between number 5 Critique and number 4 Ultimate Flying Nun. And with the heavy downpour here in St. John, we're going to be giving the horses a little extra time. As far as getting out, we'll bring them on the racetrack with about 3 minutes to post. They'll take one quick score and go directly to the gate. As we're experiencing a huge downpour right now here in St. John's. So with the inclement conditions here today, we'll bring the horses out with about 3 minutes to post and get them to the gate as quickly as possible and get these last couple races run off for the safety of the horses and drivers. Result of race 5 now official. Philanthropist was 5th. Evan the Boys, your race winner. I Love Roses was 2nd. Ultimate Flying Nun 4th, and Critique was 3rd. Daily Double, or rather we'll go with the exactor first, $10.50. Triactor, $43.60 on a 235. $43.60. Double 1 and 2, $3.20. And your $1 super, $19.60. Eben the Boys pays $4.50 and $2.10. And I Love Roses, $2.30 to place. Race times of that 5th race, 29 and 2, 101, 131 and 1, and the mile in 201. And what a trip over the conditions, 201. And again, we have a torrential downpour, to say the least, here in St. John. Horses for the 6th race will be coming out with not much time on the board, and we'll take them directly to the starting gate. Loads of water building up on the racetrack here, so hopefully we can get these last 2 races off safely for horses and drivers. Now down to 4 minutes. 4 minutes here on race number 6. And as mentioned, our plan is to bring them out and take their one score and go directly to the starting gate. And the starting gate and the track maintenance vehicle, just doing a roundabout here just to check on the track, make sure there are no washouts or dips or anything before getting the horses onto the track for race number 6. So slight delay here. Race number 6, getting the horses on the racetrack. On the racetrack are the stutters for race number 6. Race number 6, the Maritimer stake for 3-year-old pacing fillies. With a field of 6, daily double for races 6 and 7, also featuring Exactor, Superfecta, and Triactor. Purse of $19,700 in the Maritimer stake. Going in one division. And the first on your monitors, number 1, is Kiss Me, I'm Irish. Owned by Bernard McNeil, Joe McNeil, Robert McNeil, Tom Weatherby trains, Brody McPhee drives. 2 is Joe's Beauty, owned by Steve Downey of Quispam, trained and driven by Steve Mason. 3, Whiskey to Wine, owned by Dr. Mitchell Downey, trained by Ellen Stevenson, Mike Downey driving. 4, Red Dirt Star, owned by Danny Ross, trained and driven by Gilles Barrio. 5, Woodmere Sky Roller, David Dowling in the driver's seat for Reg McPherson and trainer Kevin McLean. Outside Better Than Bobby, owned by Ian Smith of Charlottetown, trained by Tom Weatherby. Mark Bradley in the driver's seat from the outside, post 6. Again, close to $20,000 up for grabs here in the 2020 running of the Maritimer stake. And for a look into the stutters, we'll take it down to Curtis Johnston for a quick look at his selections.
Thank you, Scott. And indeed, we'll take a quick look before they go to the gate here in the Maritimer final under the rainy conditions here in St. John. Outside of the gate, Better Than Bobby. I'm going to go with her on top, returning to the East Coast, racing mainly Woodbine Mohawk Park for the bulk of her season. And so her last start was October the 10th there, so just a week ago. Paced a mile 52 and 4 on that occasion. Sylvain Filion drove her for the most part up there. Trainer Tom Weatherby's got 2 in here today. Sends her to the gate. Mark Bradley knows this filly. He drove her early in the season. He's here to drive today, so I'm going to look for her to make her return to the East Coast, a winning one here this afternoon. I'm going to use her on top. Woodmere Sky Roller, this filly. She's obviously got the hot hand. She's won 4 in a row. You look on her line, she's not missed the top 3 this year, 14 out of 14 with 9 wins, over $60,000 in maritime money made this year. Dave Dowling gets the call for trainer Kevin McLean. Dave drove her last start in a win in Charlottetown. The Breeders' Crown won 56 and 3 by 4 in that one, looking to get another win here this afternoon, which would be her 10th of the season and put her up around amazing $70,000 in earnings this year, which is incredible for sure. And then to round out the top 3, we went to the rail starter, Kiss Me I'm Irish, the other Weatherby trainee. Comes in racing well, as I mentioned in the pre-show. Took on the best mares in the Maritimes last time out. Finished 4th in that occasion, but her start before that, she was a winner 155 and 3 in the division of the Ruby Chapel in Charlottetown. Rail control here today. Brody McPhee drives her every week. He is here to drive her here this afternoon. So that's how we like him here in the Maritimer. Going to the gate shortly. 6, 5, and 1. Good luck with your selections. Daily Double, Exactor, Superfecta, Triactor. When place your betting features, hurry in. Don't be left out on the Maritimer. Going to the gate shortly.
Last chance starters on the backstretch. Your final call for the Maritimer Stake.
And the Maritimer Stake. Field gathering on the backstretch. 6 talented fillies, 3-year-old fillies, to contest this event. Gate is in position. Wings open, wheels are rolling. Take it away, Scotty, with the race call. Maritimer Stake time.
Thank you very much, Curtis. And a dandy coming up here. The Maritimer for 3-year-old pacing fillies moving in behind the gate. Purse of $19,700. We have a field of 6. Inside post to Kiss Me I'm Irish and Brody McPhee. Joe's Beauty and Steve Mason. Whiskey to Wine leaves post 3 and Mike Downey. Red Dirt Star, Gilles Barrio from 4. Woodmere Sky Roller and David Dowling from post 5. Better Than Bobby and Mark Bradley outside. Field of 6, Maritimer, here they come. Off and pacing and a good start. Red Dirt Star up along the rail. Kiss Me I'm Irish into the first turn. Red Dirt Star on the outside. Hitting hard though and going on. That's Woodmere Sky Roller. And she's riding a 4-win race streak, and she's got it on the line here, and Dowling's got her on the lead. It's Woodmere Sky Roller, then Red Dirt Star second, Kiss Me I'm Irish. Up on the outside, Better Than Bobby, then it's Whiskey to Wine. Joe's Beauty trails 28 seconds over the off footing, and it's Dowling on top with Woodmere Sky Roller. Red Dirt Star racing second, better than Bobby. Takes a breather, sits back in third. Kiss Me I'm Irish fourth. On the outside, here comes Joe's Beauty on the move. Whiskey to Wine trails through the stretch to the half. And Woodmere Sky Roller getting things her way off the front end. And they were by the half in 57 and 2 around the turn. 57 and 2 half. Woodmere Sky Roller, Red Dirt Star second. Better than Bobby third. On the outside, Kiss Me I'm Irish goes on. And Whiskey to Wine slips up the inside fifth. Trailing Joe's Beauty onto the 3/4 they go. And Woodmere Sky Roller still leads by 2. And they were by the 3/4. Wow, 1:27.3. Woodmere Sky Roller, Red Dirt Star is right there second. Gonna give her a shot in the final 8th. Off the turn for home, Woodmere Sky Roller, Red Dirt Star on the outside coming on. It's between these two. Woodmere Sky Roller, Red Dirt Star, but Woodmere Sky Roller, what an effort. Did all the work off the front end here this afternoon and finishes a mile in an outstanding 1:58. What a mile over the conditions. Woodmere Sky Roller takes the 2020 running of the Maritimer. What an effort. The mile 1:58. Red Dirt Star gets the deuce. And back to the winner's circle. Your unofficial winner of race number 6. Number 5, Woodmere Sky Roller. She's a 3-year-old daughter of Roll With It Harry out of the Western Hanover mare, Skylark Hanover, owned by Reg McPherson of Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, trained by Kevin McLean, David Dowling in the driver's seat this afternoon, and what a win. Woodmere Sky Roller, and she's been on a roll. Taking the lion's share of the purse here this afternoon, winning. And with the victory today, close to $70,000 on the season. 10 wins from 15 starts, and she was fourth second place finishes and 1 third place finish. So what a year for the daughter of Roll With It Harry, owned by Reg McPherson, Kevin McLean, the trainer. Fantastic showing today. 28 seconds at the quarter, 57 and 2 at the half, 127 and 3 at the 3/4. And what a stellar mile, 158 over the off track here today. And she keeps on rolling, and she's rolled to victory in the Maritimer Stake 2020 here at Exhibition Park. Congratulations. And on your TV monitors, the show photo, judges posting a show photo between Kiss Me I'm Irish and Whiskey to Wine. Quite tight there for third. But Kiss Me I'm Irish gets the third ahead of number 3, Whiskey to Wine. Result of race number 6 now official. Please note that the superfecta will pay on a combination of 5, 4, 1 all at $14.10. Exactor 5 and 4, $69.50. The double 2 and 5, $9.80. $9.80 for your double 2 and 5. $2 triactor, and even $66 on your 5, 4, 1 combination. Surprisingly, Woodmere Skyroller paid $17.50 to win, $3.90 to place. And Red Dirt Star finishing second, $7.50 to place. And here's your official order of finish now. Kiss Me I'm Irish third. Joe's Beauty was sixth. Whiskey to Wine fourth. Red Dirt Star second. Woodmere Skyroller, your race winner. Better Than Bobby was fifth. And again, those race times 28, 57 and 2, 127 and 3, and a fantastic mile, 158. Coming up next, race 7, it'll conclude not only our race card this afternoon, but the 2020 racing season will come to a close in the next race, race number 7. With a field of 5, it's our top overnight pacers with Montrose Hope, Salzbrook Lassie, Union Man Hanover, Bugger Max, and Brandon's Glory. That's your field for the 7th race, featuring Exactor, Win in Place, Superfecta, and Triactor betting. That's up next, post time in about 7 minutes. And just before we bring the 7th race studders to the racetrack, just wanted to send out a big thank you to you, the racing fans, who join us each and every week here at Exhibition Park Raceway. We appreciate your patronage and your business. And we've had an outstanding season here at Exhibition Park this year, a couple of track records set. And you just seen the big Maritimer purse for $20,000. Also, The Burial McIsaac, another highlight, of course, of our racing season here at Exhibition Park. So a big thank you to all the racing fans, also the horsemen and owners and trainers and everybody involved in the race game here in New Brunswick, and for all out of town horsemen and horsewomen who have shipped in over the season. We thank you very much for your support of harness racing here in the province of New Brunswick as we get set to parade the 7th and final live race of our 2020 racing season. On the track now, the Studders 4-hour 7th, led by number 1, Montrose Hope, owned by Harvey Holm of Alberton, Prince Edward Island, trained by Lucy St. Amour. John Davidson in the bike. 2 is Salzbrook Lassie, owned by Jean R. Bellevaux, along with John Charles Bellevaux, who does the training, driven this afternoon by Brody McPhee. 3 Union Man Hanover, owner-trainer Bob McNeil, this afternoon, driven by David Dowling. 4 Bugger Max, owned by Gord White, Dale Orr, trained by Gordon White, Mark Haig in the bike. And from outside 5, it's Brandon's Glory, owned by Cindy Gunn of St. John, trained by Tommy Gunn, Gilles Barrio in the driver's seat from post position number 5. So that's your field for race number 7, our final live race, the Jim Doherty Memorial Pace. And a blanket presentation to the winner of our finale of the 2020 racing season. So send it down quickly to Curtis Johnston. He'll have a look at our top selections here in race number 7.
Thank you, Scott. And with starters on track for our 7th and final live race of the day, of the last live race of the season here at Exhibition Park Raceway. Great way to end it with the Jim Doherty Memorial Pace with a group of competitive five horses in here, all very talented. And to end it out, I'm going to go with Brandon's Glory horse on the screen right now. We're going to look for him in his return home race to get the job done here this afternoon. Cindy Gunn owned, Tommy Gunn trained, Joe Barrio gets the call. Gilles always got along good with this horse. He's had some big wins with this fella, and he gets the call here this afternoon. Does have the outside post 5 to work with, but he's good at this track, and I think the return home will be the nice change for him and bring him back, and maybe he can win in his return home race. So I'm going to go with Brandon's Glory on top here of the Jim Doherty Memorial. For second, we're going to go to Montrose Hope on the rail. Nice story with this horse. He's been racing well all season long, and he picked up a nice mark for himself this year in his most recent race of 156-2. Got up in the late stages for the win. Johnny D gets the call here this afternoon. He's been his regular pilot for most of the season. For trainer Lucy St. Amour, trainer Harvey Holm, he has rail control, but I think we'll obviously see him out and on the move as he likes to battle it out on the outside for sure, without a doubt. So, and he's as tough as they come. He can live on the outside for a long ways. So we'll look for him to get into the battle here, and I put him in for second. Bugger Max, going to use him to round out the top 3. Of course, I'd have to. The 1-2-3 kid comes in here with a great season once again. 13 out of 16 top 3s, top 3 percentage up around 90% for the last couple seasons. What can you say about him? He always gives a good effort. He's always right there in the hunt, and he'll always give a good shot to get a piece of the pie. So regular pilot Mark Haig is aboard today for Gordy White and Dale Orr, the owners, and I'm going to look for him to round out the top 3 here this afternoon here in the Jimmy Doherty Memorial Pace. Stand out our season. 5, 1, and 4 is how I like them. Good luck with your selections. Exactor, Superfecta, Triactor, when place your betting features. Hurry in, still time to wager on race 7. Don't be left out on the finale.
The Stutter has called the Pacers here in race number 7, our finale. Montrose Hope, Salzbrook Lassie, Union Man Hanover, Bugger Max, Brandon's Glory, a field of 5 here in race number 7. The Jim Doherty Memorial Pace, of course named in honor of Jim Doherty, a resident of St. John, and took his skills to the United States for many years and did so well down there, and he's always been known as Gentleman Jim from St. John. And this race is in his honor, the Jim Doherty Memorial. Coming up next with a field of 5.
Starters are gathering on the backstretch for the finale, the Jim Doherty Memorial Pace Field of 5 to end out our season here at Exhibition Park Raceway. Gate is in position, starters are getting into position, wings are open, wheels are rolling for the last time this season, and for the last time this season, send upstairs to Scott Waddell with the race call. Take it away, Scotty. It's been a pleasure working with you all season as always.
You as well, Curtis. Been a great season here at Exhibition Park Raceway. As we mentioned earlier, lots of great races over the year, including a couple track records here at Exhibition Park this season. So been a great year. So look forward to 2021 as we move in for the 7th and final of the 2020 racing season. It's our top overnight pacers of the afternoon. Field of 5, Montrose Hope, John Davidson with post 1. Salisbrook Lassie, Brody McPhee from post 2. Leaving 3, Union Man Hanover and David Dowling. 4 is Bugger Max, Mark Haig. 5 to the outside, Brandon's Glory, Gilles Barrio. A field of 5 for a finale of the 2020 racing season here at Exhibition Park. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Good start for Salisbrook Lassie. Way outside. That is Brandon's Glory on the outside. And he fires up on the outside and takes the lead. Brandon's Glory steps to the front now for Barrio. Salisbrook Lassie got away racing in second. Then Bugger Max third. Back to Montrose Hope in 4th. Union Man Hanover takes a back seat this afternoon. He can see them all as they race to the opening quarter, and they were by that marker 27-2. An opening burning quarter there for Brandon's Glory on top. Then racing second in the pocket journey, that is Salisbrook Lassie. Bugger Max sits back in 3rd. Montrose Hope 4th. Here comes Union Man Hanover moving, and that flushes out Bugger Max first up. To the outside as they approach the half-mile station, led by Brandon's Glory and Barrio, and they were halfway home, 58-1 around the turn. Brandon's Glory. Outside, Bugger Max hitting hard second. Then racing third inside, Salisbrook Lassie, Union Man Hanover, and Montrose Hope. And they're a bunch field onto the 3/4. Brandon's Glory. Outside, Bugger Max hitting hard second. Then on out the outside, Union Man Hanover. Right there as well as Salisbrook Lassie, and Montrose Hope will go to the outside. 3/4 1, 27-3. Bugger Max on the outside shows on top. Then inside, Brandon's Glory, Union Man Hanover. He's right there, all 5 of them with a shot. Down the stretch they come, Bugger Max. Brandon's Glory way outside. Montrose Hope is closing on the outside of Montrose Hope. Comes out of the rock dust here and gets the job done. And what a battle royal down the home stretch. 2 minutes and 1/5, all 5 of them right there. And on the outside, it's Montrose Hope getting the job done here in race number 7 for Johnny D. And there now is the place photo posted. But look at that, all 5 horses in the photo. What a finish for the final race of the 2020 season, the Jim Doherty Memorial Pace. And what a race it turned out to be. And we'll have Montrose Hope back in just a moment. And back to the wire now, your unofficial winner of race number 7. The Jim Doherty Memorial Pace goes to 1 Montrose Hope. Montrose Hope, a 4-year-old gelded son of Vera Darrow Hanover out of the life sign mare Exciting Life. Owned, bred by Harvey Holm, trained by Lucy St. Amour, John Davidson. In the driver's seat, Montrose Hope, that is win 4 of the season. He's won his last 2, including his lifetime mark taken in his last outing, 156 and 2. And he's there today to pick up the pieces through the home stretch in those torrid fractions. And he gets up to take it all here in the final, the mile 2 minutes and 1/5. So the 2020 Gentleman Jim Doherty Memorial goes to Montrose Hope, 2 minutes and 1/5. Result of race number 7 is now official. 7th race official. Montrose Hope, your race winner. Salzbrook Lassie was 5th. Union Man Hanover 3rd. Bugger Mac 2nd. And Brandon's Glory was 4th. And those torrid fractions again, 27-2, 58-1, 127-3. And Montrose Hope gets up in the home stretch to win it. The mile in 2 minutes and 1/5. His 4th win of the season, and he takes the Jim Doherty Memorial Pace. Mark Haig, call the judges stand, please. Mark Haig, call the stand. On the board, Montrose Hope pays $5.80. $5.80 to win. And again, your card should read from the top down here, 15324. That concludes our harness racing season here at Exhibition Park Raceway and Horse Racing New Brunswick. We thank you very much for being here with us today, both online and attendance live here at Exhibition Park. And again, wanted to thank you very much for your support of our live racing. To those of you watching, also those of you on hand with us this afternoon, and to all horsemen and horsewomen who have taken part in all of our race cards here in the province of New Brunswick. We thank you very much for your support of live racing in New Brunswick. We certainly couldn't have done it without you. And we look ahead to now to 2021 and a new season coming up next year. But again, a thank you to everybody involved in harness racing right across the board. And a big thank you as well to the many volunteers around the racetrack here at Exhibition Park that have kept the track in tip-top shape throughout the racing season. And your efforts certainly do not go unnoticed. So again, a big thank you to everybody. Great year of racing here at Exhibition Park Raceway and Horse Racing New Brunswick. And we'll be back next season to do it all over again. So for track announcer Brock McEachern, I'm Scott Waddell. Pleased that you were with us today. Have a great finish to your 2020. And we'll see you back here next season at Exhibition Park Raceway. Just a reminder, though, our simulcast action continues, both here in the Sulky Room Lounge here in St. John, also in Fredericton and in Moncton, and all kinds of action on for tonight and the rest of the afternoon. So you can always get updated on your simulcast information on Horse Racing New Brunswick's official website at horseracingnb.com.